Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. Today we're going to put together a quick lunch of cheesesteak sandwiches. Now we won't get into the discussion of whether it's a Philly cheesesteak and what's in a Philly cheesesteak and what kind of cheese you want on your Philly cheesesteak. This really isn't a Philly cheesesteak. We're having just a good old lunch cheesesteak sandwich made the way we like it. So let's get started and I'll show you the ingredients. The ingredients for the cheesesteak sandwich: I'm going to be making some au jus sauce to go with it, and I'm using Better Than Bouillon beef base broth, balsamic vinegar, butter, Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, and onion powder. For the steak, we'll be using a very thin sliced New York strip steak. I believe they call it Shabu Shabu or something like that from Costco. That's what I'm using today. I have a green pepper and an onion, 2 Crusty rolls, and some provolone cheese. I'm going to start by slicing up the onion and the pepper. Now you can do it one of two ways. You can do it in strips, or you can just dice it. I think I'm going to do mine in strips. And like I said, there's much debate depending on your preference about vegetables, cheeses used, even the type of steak used in traditional Philly cheesesteak. Again, we're not being super authentic today to Philly. We're just making a cheesesteak sandwich like we like it. Okay, I'm already changing my mind here. I think I am going to cut them into dices. In order to keep the steak more on the tender side, and I don't want to dry it out, I'm going to kind of cook these together, the vegetables and the steak together. Okay, we've got our veggies ready to go. Now we've got our steak, and it's already sliced thin. I'm going to slice it again so they're in thin strips. Now you don't want it too lean. You do want some fat in there. Okay, so that's kind of what we have here. Thin sliced and then cut again crosswise. We're going to make our au jus next, but first I'm just going to season the steak a little bit with some coarse ground black pepper, a little bit of kosher salt. Okay, in a saucepan, I'm going to bring 3 cups of cold water to a boil. Okay, the water's come to a boil. I'm going to turn it down to medium-low. I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of Better Than Bouillon. It's a beef base. A half a teaspoon of garlic powder. A half a teaspoon of onion powder. About a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And 2 teaspoons of dark balsamic vinegar. Some fresh ground pepper. I'm going to turn your heat back up to about medium-high. I'm going to let it cook down a little bit. It's a little bit of a thickening agent. I put some cornstarch, about a teaspoon of cornstarch and a little bit of water. Just going to stir that in. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of butter. We're going to let that simmer a little bit on low on the back burner while we cook our onions, peppers, and steak. All right, we're going to cook our onions and peppers first, and then add our steak. I'm just spraying a little bit of olive oil. Just want to cook them till they're tender. Starting to get a little translucent there, a little bit of color. You don't want a ton of color on the vegetables, but it doesn't hurt anything. Now I've heated my oven to 375 degrees, and I'm just going to put my crusty rolls in and let them crisp up a little bit. All right, now I'm going to add my steak. A little more olive oil. Just add my seasoned steak right in there with the vegetables. In addition to the salt and pepper, I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder for extra flavor. Now I'm cooking it with the vegetables still in there, so it retains moisture. My goal is not really to brown or dry out the meat. But we got a little color on it. Looks good. smells amazing. Now, if you have a Blackstone, I'm sure it would be perfect to make this on a Blackstone. I'm going to add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and turn it down to low because it is cooked now. I'm waiting for the buns to heat up a little bit, then I'm going to fill it, put on some provolone cheese, and we'll put it back in the oven and maybe even broil it on top. For those who like dipping the sandwich, I'm just making the au jus sauce over here. Now they have the homemade, or they've got the store-bought au jus sauce in packets that's really easy to mix up. I didn't have any of that today, otherwise I would have used that. And some people add red wine to their au jus, and I think that really gives it a nice flavor. I didn't have any of that either, but it should be fine. Okay, our crusty rolls are nice and toasty. I'm gonna put these sandwiches together now. So just gonna fill them up with plenty of that beef and vegetable mixture. Now, if you like hot peppers on yours, it would be amazing on this as well. Some of those banana peppers. Okay, those are some big sandwiches. I'm gonna add in a couple of slices of cheese to each one. Then I'll stick it back in the oven to melt and broil. Those are nice and melty, a little broiled on top. Let's put a little bit of that au jus sauce on the side. And there you go. Now the taste test for the cheesesteak sandwich. I'm gonna dip mine in a little sauce. That's really good. That steak is so tender, and I really like it with the onions and peppers cooked with it. I could even stand a little more hot pepper if I wanted to put that in there. I think that would be really good. Now the au jus sauce, I think it needs a little bit of red wine. I didn't have any of that, but if you have red wine and you're making your own, that would be really good in there. Otherwise, the stuff that comes in the packets from the store, I'm sure is just fine. My husband just sent me a message. I gave him the other sandwich, and he said, wow, super good. So he may get the other half of mine. Because I'm not sure I can eat this whole thing. Thank you so much for joining me here again on Hope's Homemade Kitchen as we made cheesesteak sandwiches for lunch. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell for notification of more videos to come. And we'll see you next time.